We thought we were going to see you like a professor, as you said.
Sorry, I think I pressed the wrong button, but it's okay. Today's speaker is Dorcus Mathu, a business growth strategist, digital innovation driver, and software developer at PAC Designs. With a strong academic background and experience in business management, majoring in finance, Dorcas has a broad understanding of business operations and management. Additionally, with expertise in software development and as a certified executive coach, Dorcas excels in understanding the strategic decision-making aspects of business. At PAC Designs, Dorcas specializes in ensuring that client needs are met with precision and reliability. Passionate about leveraging technology to drive business success and innovation, Dorcas crafts web-based solutions that increase efficiency and provide a competitive edge. Finally, Dorcas is here to share valuable insights on the transformative power of digital solutions for sustainable enterprises. So with those that brief introduction, can we now welcome Dorcas to share her thoughts and her experience with us? Karibu Dorcas.
You turn on video after all the talk.
Sorry, technology. You are still struggling with technology. No, we are BBC, born before computers.
Good. Dorcas, Karibu. You should be able to unmute. Yeah.
I think now it's clear.
Yes.
Thank you.
I don't know if you changed the one I was seeing. You see this
Yes.
one is new. Okay. Okay.
Hi everyone, thank you very much for that introduction and preamble. I call it humor in technology, the aspect of you unmuting one gadget, the other gadget still not very clear. It's humor in technology and we are here to leverage every bit. I hope now you can clearly hear me. Peter, can you?
Yes.
All right. Good morning, everyone, from wherever you are. I had some in US, like Kotiambo, and the conversation about ChatGPT was very nice to listen to. And wanting to know more about ChatGPT from the angle of Odhiambo. Hi, Odhiambo, back again. How are you? Peter, you're on mute.
Yeah, I'm saying Odhiambo said he was born before computer, so he doesn't know much about ChatGPT.
Interesting. Therefore, the reason why we are here is because of such kind of conversations. And as a business person, you can't afford to be away from the conversations about technology. Therefore, it's good that we have these conversations going on. Here, I was just quoting with Yambo and the conversation we were having in regards to ChatGPT. It's one of the major utilized tools in the current world. When you mention AI, what comes to mind? It is ChatGPT. But the truth of the matter is we have many solutions that are even more powerful than ChatGPT, but people don't know. And if you think of that model as a business, why is it ChatGPT is moving fast than others? We shall think about that as a business owner because you have competitors in the market. Therefore, I would like to ask a few questions and maybe you can respond to my question on the chat. When you hear of AI, what comes to your mind? Let me see some comments from wherever you are. All right, let's see some. When you hear of AI, what comes to your mind? AI is artificial intelligence. Okay, I see some responses: loss of jobs, new technology, increased efficiency, reduced. I see. Interesting. Many thoughts come to mind, especially the employed ones will be like, AI is taking over my job. As a business person, I see a response saying increased efficiency. I would like to hear one person explain about increased efficiency. Odhiambo, I saw that response coming from Odhiambo. Maybe we can hear what.
No, that was from V Dlamini.
Oh, sorry, I mixed the two. All right. Let's hear what you have around that.
Good morning, and thank you for the opportunity to share. Increased efficiency, because a few weeks ago, I was working on a document. I had a survey with about 352 responses, and I needed to know which are the top 5 responses. And AI gave that to me in 2 minutes. It would have taken me almost the whole day to analyze that using my own energy, So in 2 minutes, I was able to do a task that would have taken me several hours, or I'd have had to have a lot of people, going through. So on the business side, it is an amazing solution. Thank you.
Great, thank you very much. We can hear another comment about the person who mentioned the loss of jobs.
Yeah, that was Odhiambo now.
All right.
Odhiambo, how do people lose jobs? But he has a story. He's a storyteller.
Yeah, as a media person, we are feeling very threatened because of. I'm saying, as a media person,
Yes.
as a media person, we are feeling very threatened by AI because it's taking a lot of work that we've been doing, editing, writing, analyzing, and even when we have board meetings like the ones we have for Live Your Dream, AI can even take minutes of the meeting and give us a report within the next 5 minutes after the meeting, less than 5 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Odhiambo, for your concern about that, about the loss of jobs. There's another comment that I saw. Many tech solutions from some time back, e.g. Google Calendar, Google Translate, autocorrect on smartphones. AI has made it possible to do our work faster and better, depending on how you use it. Knowing how to prompt a generative AI is crucial. I love this. So many good points. Being innovative. I see high level of information processing, reduced originality. That is about plagiarism and creativity. Melissa, you're saying change of workforce, employees with a bigger focus on technology roles. Remember, AI is the only good as the information it's fed. And now you're mentioning about the risk that comes with AI. Oh, great. Thank you very much, Melissa. I'd like to hear more about this, Melissa, because you have the final statement saying, remember, AI is only as good as the information it's fed. Melissa, I'd like to hear from you about that.
Hello, can you hear me?
Clearly.
Okay. So working with developers, etc., a lot of AI, like your Chat GPT, etc. So the more refined form of where we're heading with AI You know, because obviously remember, robots are also AI. It's artificial intelligence is what it means. So when you first develop any sort of model that's going to read from AI or be used for AI, you need to be able to feed it with quality information because it learns from that. That's where a lot of people may have heard the word machine learning. And it literally means, you know, information is fed. Now, I'm not sure if anybody in the room knows, but there was a lot of jobs and people that actually work for ChatGPT that are consistently refining the answers that they receive. So to make sure that the quality of the information that the AI is giving is, you know, it is, sorry, I'm giggling because there's something I wanted to say, but it's not relevant. But it's basically refines what is actually being outputted. So AI doesn't actually, it's not from day one, it's not super sophisticated. It takes years upon years upon years before it can get to that level. So that's what I meant by, you know, it's only as good as the information that you feed it.
Thank you very much, Lisa.
Yeah.
I feel like preempting.
Just to add on that, you see, I love saying that, you know, you cannot use artificial intelligence if you are not also intelligent enough. You need to be intelligent enough to know how to use the artificial intelligence. The other thing is, for many of us who've indulged much into it, you know that at times the answers it will give you may not be as accurate, depending on the last time it got fed, as Melissa is saying, the information it was fed. So like, I think ChatGPT has information as at 2023, I don't know which month or something like that. So some of the things that are very current, some new development may not be already fed. And that does not mean that everything else that has happened up to last year is fed. A good example is if you go to AI and ask, who is Dorcas Mathu, it probably will not give you. If you ask who is Donald Trump, it will give you according to what it's fed. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, it depends on our capability. What we feed is what we get. We call it input and output. So whatever the engineers fed it those days, back in the days, is what is going to share. Now, the challenge is if the other person who was feeding details was biased, then you get biased results. So that is the major challenge. And back to your point, Melissa, I don't know why I'm tempted to highlight the challenges that come with the people who feed that information into the system. I suspect that is what you wanted to mention. And that is a story for another day. Let's now think about businesses. As a business person, there are many things that go into bringing business out and making it work. Therefore, our moment this morning is just to have a discussion. Allow me to just go off camera because my camera today seems to. Great. So as a business person, I think it's important for us to think through and see what is it that you are doing as a business person. Maybe you are a director, probably you are a manager somewhere. Maybe you own the business, maybe you're employed as the IT professional in the organization, or maybe you're employed as the marketing manager in a given organization. What I mean is every department requires an attention in terms of technology. And thinking of business growth and scaling, there are many things that would be important to consider or make a decision to clearly use as one of the tools or major tools that will be very important in ensuring that you grow. Therefore, let's have a discussion about what we have in the market and things that matter, because I've seen we are a global audience. We are global citizens. We are global community. And using global tools will be the only solution to reach the larger market. Using the example of Zoom, we have people from different organizations, different countries, different backgrounds. And our conversation here being that we are talking about the power of digital solutions for sustainable business growth. We woke up very early to think about that. And in having this conversation, digital solutions, there are various examples that businesses can use to grow the business from one level to the other. I believe everybody starts the business to scale it to the next level, to the other level, and grow and have an empire out of it. Now, when you think about growing the business, the aspect is about sales and marketing. Have you thought of the internal processes like employees? Other things like now your finance department, how is it? How is your human resource to take care of your employees? And for digital solutions, there are various examples, so many of them. Even Zoom is a digital solution. And for you to understand what you need is a matter of assessment. Now, thinking about the business itself. So there are many, many solutions, but I'm just giving a few common solutions that businesses can use. I will start from external environment and get into your internal environment as a business. Now, external is how you interact with your business, clients, stakeholders. Now, in this case, you're discussing or you're dealing with public. As a business owner, you need a website for your business. I call websites as an extension to your business card. Picture this. We are in the networking program. Probably we meet in a social event or a business cocktail. In other countries, we call them ecosystems. We are there meeting with you saying, hello, I'm Dorcus. And you say, hey, I'm Melissa. I'm from Kenya. You say you're from maybe South Africa. And we get to know, what do you do for life, for a living? I explained to you, I'm a software developer. I support businesses. For you, you say, I am in logistics, maybe. What will help me remember you after that? Because the business card is important, but I'll not be carrying business cards all over. I'll just carry it for that day and maybe save your number and your email, as well as now your website. With your website, I'm now able to go read about you beyond who I saw. Therefore, as a business person, having a website for your business, if you're a career person, maybe a professional, having your business is an important tool. Thinking of digital marketing. Nowadays, social media is one way of reaching out to people. If you look at Peter, Live Your Dream, the screen written, Live Your Dream, the background he has is a graphic showing you a lot of details, or the partners, the logo about the organization. So in digital marketing, imagine now reaching out to your audience in a graphical manner through platforms where they are, maybe social media. So point of sale, now let's get internal environment. If you're in retail, you need a point of sale system. You need to check in and check out. You need to look at your inventory in comparison to the sales so that you're able to know the level of inventory or stock you have so that you don't sell without knowing that you have products. Otherwise, your customer service will be questioned. Enterprise resource planning, we call them ERP. Mostly they are internal tools. I'll explain further. And the CRMs. And we have other digital technologies that are important. Let's think about websites. I already mentioned that this is an extension of your business card. For instance, if you tell me you have a shop, I might not come to your shop, but I love your products. probably you're selling sweaters, you're selling some mugs, you're selling some machineries. I will just go to your website, place the order. You will see it through your website dashboard in the back end, and you're able now to see the order that you have, process it, deliver to me, and you don't have to travel. So that is the importance of website. Just to go back, you might have a professional website that shows your skills, shows your abilities, achievements, and what you can do. For instance, as a coach, having a website really works and comes in handy because clients book, you use Zoom to deliver, you use your bank to collect your coin. It's very easy and very clear. Looking at now the digital marketing aspect, once you do your digital marketing strategy, you have come up with it, you post, it's good to focus on your statistics. And with clear statistics, by looking at the insights on the social media platforms, you're able now to see analytics in terms of reports. You're able to target, you have your target audience specific. For example, on social media like Facebook, you're able to see you reach more men than women, which age category. Now, when advertising, maybe you're able now to pick that. When you have digital marketing strategy, now you incorporate the website and set up the search engine optimization. We normally call it SEO, so that helps with ranking you on Google. Google has a million and billions of results. So what will make you be top 10 or top 5 or the first one? So it's the setting of the search engine optimization. That is done by the web developers and designers the moment they are setting it up using keywords, and they can advise you on that. When you think about the point of sale system, think of a retail shop, probably a supermarket, a hospitality industry chain such as Java. You're able now to process order. You wonder how they come and collect your order, go process it and come back. They use point of sale just to mark the table where you're sitting, and they're able now to list all the items you have. They print the receipt instantly. You don't have to go out. Yesterday I had an interaction. I was in a hotel somewhere. I normally go to that hotel, but I'm so much concerned about the processes that they have. So yesterday I was just reaching out to them about the website, only for them to tell me their point of sale is not working today because it failed. The server is not working. And now they were using manual papers. Now, if you are to collect orders online, then I think you're disadvantaged if you're not online. The best thing is that they had collected some 3 orders on Facebook. So that is the savior of the day. So it's good now to be keen on the systems that you use. Now, that is for hospitality industry. The POS mostly is used for hospitality industry and POS as well. Sorry, the retail chain could be a supermarket. It could be any shop that requires management of inventory, stock, and sales. Now, looking at the enterprise resource planning, this is used by the organizations internally. You use this one to integrate your finance department, your human resource department. You have maybe inventory, you have sales, you have so many suppliers. An example could be maybe QuickBooks, other maybe accounting functions. Sometimes you're able now to automate only your department. For instance, accounting, that is maybe purely accounting, but it has to be connected to other departments. For instance, you need to connect to the procurement just to understand how supplies are, because in finance, you're able now to see how much you are owed by the debtors, and then you're able to see the people you owe as the creditors, that is our suppliers. You're able to see all of this. So it's important to know clearly as a business person what tool do you need, so that you don't waste money, time, energy, and other resources working on systems that don't align with your business or align to your business. So it's important to think about that. And ERP is a very massive system. And I'm dwelling on this because many people make mistakes of developing solutions that are not scalable. Probably today you have 10 employees or 50 employees. You would want a system that will be able to be scaled. For instance, if you have 50 employees today, and then in the next 1 year, you get to 1,000 employees because maybe your business has grown. Is your system capable of holding capacity of 1,000 employees if it's a HR system? If it's inventory, is the system able to do calculations probably for billions of money? Are you able now to input stock that is a certain capacity probably or quantity? So it's important to have that clear understanding of the system you're using. Many organizations provide solutions for this kind of problems in a categorized manner. Probably you have category A, which accommodates 50 people. Then if you go beyond 50 people, you can now scale to 100 people. You have maybe a plan for 1,000 people. You have maybe a plan for an enterprise that is customized to your problem. So in ERP, you have two categories. You can have one that is generic and was maybe created to serve specific types of businesses. It could be NGOs. I'll just quote, like Microsoft has solutions for NGOs. Then we have now the kind of solutions that belong to corporate setups. Now, in terms of setup, now it comes to category in regards to number of people, the departments you want, what modules to consider. Those are the things that major businesses need. Even if you have the point of sale as a retail shop, you might need the ERP just to manage now your internal processes, because you can't put the details of your employees into the POS. You will need the ERP just to manage your structure in your organization. So that is important just for your efficiency. Think about the external world. How do you interact with customers? Just a quick question. Do you know how many customers you have served this year? You can type yes, just yes or no. Without looking at your system, do you know how many customers you've served? And Peter, maybe you can help me check the chat, or I can, let me just use another.
Yes, I will. You can put in the chat. You can also put your questions in the chat in case you have questions. They will be attended to at the end. So far, nobody has put a comment. You can say yes or no. Not sure. Monica Nyaga said not sure.
Okay. So
Yeah.
So that is the, okay, yes, I've seen it coming up here. Thank you. Not sure. Yes, the main concern about running a business, it's important to have your numbers. Just knowing how many clients you've served, how many are satisfied, how many require an update, how many require follow-up. For instance, those in insurance industry, you may be targeting 50 clients who might be taking some insurance policies. Now, are you able to know which client is at a particular level? Are they close to conversion, or are they converted already? Are they waiting for some clarification? What exactly are they waiting for? Do you have their details put together? And mostly, I encourage business owners to use the CRMs that can be accessed on mobile phones. Web-based solutions are you're able to see on your mobile phone when you're moving around. We have some applications, or you can use access using the website. The reason why I was asking about whether you know the people you have served or the customers you've served this year is because you should be knowing. You should have a dashboard showing you how many customers are in the waiting area, how many are lost, how many are likely to be converted, and how many are waiting for extra or more details in regards to your solution and your conversation. Do you know the last conversation you had with your last 10 customers? If they are to call you right now, do you have information put together that you're able to access that instantly? Therefore, it's important to think of CRM. Just think of your customers and how to put them together, be organized, and be able to access their details very fast. If you use an example of an organization you've ever called, for example, maybe the telecommunication organization, they normally ask for your phone number or your ID number. That is a key tool they use to access your details, and they're able now to get to see your history. For instance, you're an internet provider. You're able now to hear them asking you, I see this doing this house along this street. Right. That is how they're able to tell who you are, what you want, your last conversation, and what maybe they promised, maybe delivered or didn't deliver. If they didn't deliver, they're able to apologize and form good impression, have good impression when engaging you. So that is the major concern in regards to CRM. If you have any question about that, I can respond to that. The beauty with the CRM is also when you're marketing, you're able to advertise based on your target customers. Probably you would want to market to the people living along a certain street. So because of that, with the use of now AI, you're able now to filter and analyze based on the street and based on the location. So that's the beauty about the CRM systems. So when you think about technology, every day new things are coming up. An example is other platforms such as now Microsoft Suite, and that is now coming in with Google as well as one of the major tools. If you notice, even Zoom has started calling the platform Zoom Workspace, meaning there are many solutions that are attached to Zoom. I don't know whether you know there are other solutions that come from Zoom, apart from the video call. I know Odhiambo mentioned about the taking over of the jobs because of the AI. It can write minutes. That is one of the tools. They have incorporated AI. There are many, many solutions that come attached to various softwares and applications. An example of cloud computing. Now, when we're advising organizations, we normally advise them to use cloud solutions if possible. And the use of an example such as CRM or ERP that you can access using your mobile phone. Maybe you are traveling and you need to have some reports. You need to generate a report from your platform. With a mobile phone, you're able to access that. Therefore, using cloud computing, such as Amazon Web Services, which you call AWS, and Microsoft Azure, these are the kind of cloud computing platforms that can help you. This is advisable for businesses that have a lot of data so that you don't have crash, you don't experience any crash when you're running your system. An example is maybe the hotel where I was yesterday, the system was not working. Probably, I suspect the hosting package they have, maybe it's shared and smaller than it should be. Therefore, they have a lot of traffic and transactions affecting the whole system. Now, the AI, we have already mentioned about AI and machine learning. AI is clear, it's artificial intelligence. It's used mostly in generative AI. For machine learning, how do you say it's going to run tomorrow? Machine learning is used to detect that. How do you know there's traffic? Machine learning is used to do that. So it's incorporated in your business. If you are in a certain kind of a business that requires that, then consider. Cybersecurity, everything comes with positive and negative impact. Technology, here it is. It has disadvantages because of the cybersecurity. You need to have a tight security because if your customer's data is accessed by your competitor, then your customers are gone. And again, you're likely to be sued because you have exposed data. You're now working on and emphasizing on data protection. It's important to be very cautious and seek advice on matters cybersecurity so that you're clear. And cybersecurity comes from a personal level to business. So if you have cybersecurity, that's why you're saying social media, if you put a lot of details online, you're prone to attacks. We call them hacks. People are hacking you, and it's not good because you use a lot. You might be hacking your bank, your social media accounts will be gone. It's important to think around that. IoT, we call it Internet of Things. So smart sensors, if you knock at your fridge and it opens, if you have a smartwatch, probably if you use maybe a car that is having a sensor. So that is the incorporation of all technologies in the world. And there are so many digital solutions that we have, only that we can't tackle all of them. But this is somehow important to the business if you really want to scale in the digital world. Therefore, it's important to think about practical implementation. If you have probably an IT department, it's important to think of this kind of actions that will be helpful in ensuring that you implement the right process. If you don't have an IT department, probably outsourcing IT solutions or experts would be very important to help you in understanding this. So it's important for you to evaluate the needs you have in your organization. As I mentioned when explaining about the ERP and the POS, it's important to understand what exactly you need in your organization. In our organization, probably we might be in need of ERP. And for your organization, you might be in need of POS. And when it comes to ERP or POS, there are some modules that we might not need and you will need them. It's good now to be very critical and narrow down, get to a point where you understand what is needed. You can now develop a strategy with the IT expert to guide you on the specific tools you need and how they can be integrated in your systems if you have existing systems. We don't advocate for you to move to a new system completely. It's good to evaluate whether you can upgrade what you have because systems are expensive, we understand, and we are talking about saving money in the organizations and cutting costs. With that, once you know what to execute, just execute and optimize by testing, just ensure, because the systems you're developing are either for your employees, your learners, if it's a learning management system, it's maybe for your customers. So it's good to test so that you don't force a solution that is not being utilized by the stakeholders you're targeting, and maybe they might not take it positively. So be very cautious on how you implement and to ensure that you get maximum return out of that. Having mentioned that, it has been a great moment to be with you. with a cup of tea to have conversations about technology, and back to you.
Yes, thank you very much. Talking about security, cyber security, some of you remember a couple of days, there was what they called a global cyber attack, or there was an attack in many organizations, including airports, and some airlines had to suspend their operation briefly, their operations, and even some banks were affected. So cyber security is quite an important thing, from individual level, as Dorcas has said, all the way to enterprise level. We intend to have a talk on cyber security in the coming weeks. We're just about to settle on the exact Monday we will have that discussion on. And live your dream in partnership with other organizations, including ICT Gurus. We are planning to have, we had one training that was sponsored on cybersecurity. I think it was on, it was in April or May or something like that. We intend to have another one, which would be relatively more comprehensive. And as Dorcas has said, the most basic level is at least having an online presence, having a website, so that you are available. We talk of being available, being discoverable. She's talked about optimizing so that you are discoverable, and then you are available and discoverable, and then you should be reachable. Yes, should be reachable so that your prospects could reach you, ask you a question, something like that. And then that will be able to also help your organization. As you grow, you scale it up. You scale it up depending on the inquiries you're getting. You keep scaling it. As your enterprise is growing, you keep scaling. So thank you for that. I've not seen a question or anybody with a comment. You could even put it in the chat, or you can raise up your hand. Otherwise, I see our time is also running up. So is there anyone who has some burning comment or question to our speaker? Else, I may call, I don't know, LG. I think you are a testimony of what technology can do. And maybe you can give a vote of thanks on our behalf as you share one or two. I don't know whether you are in a position to talk.
Thank you, OPP.
Hello,
Yeah.
I also have a
Okay, Odhiambolali, you can go ahead and give a comment, and then LG can give a vote of thanks.
Yeah, mine is a question come comment. You can hear me?
Yes.
You can hear me? Yeah.
Yes, I can. We can.
Thanks for the great. Yeah, thank you for the great. What do you call it? Presentation. My question is it's a comment and a question. My question is this: how can you help us? I don't know about the generation. No, right? These days in Kenya, there's that issue of generation. BBC, Gen Z, and others. We are having right now an overload of information, and you're helping. How can this new technology help us now decipher the information so that we don't get all we only get what is relevant to us? Because now there's fake news, there's what news, there's this and that. And then when you're in our different WhatsApp groups, we have so many messages. So is there a way that there's some technology that can help us so that we don't have to get anything and everything? We just get what is relevant to us for our personal, professional work, among others. Asante.
All right. Thank you for that question, Odhiambo. Yes, we have information overload, and sometimes the information is very negative. Sometimes you tend to suffer from the negativity that comes with that. Mentally, yes, we are somehow affected. I'm a victim in a way. And I'm in category that is pushing many things online. And I think there are many ways that you can use to protect yourself from the information overload. On social media, if you are on Facebook, Twitter, or the X, if you're on LinkedIn, if you are on any other platforms such as TikTok and the likes, when we are setting up these social media platforms like Facebook, there are things we use called algorithms. So when you are on social media, you have the liberty to choose who to follow and who not to follow. Now, my advice is if you have a certain account that you follow that doesn't give you what you need, unfollow and follow relevant platforms that you need. Also, it's important to set a notification to get only posts from people that matter to you, so that you're not exposed to anything that is thrown out there. If it's on Twitter, the X space now, you follow specific people and you're able now to command your gadget on who to see and what to see. If you maybe see news are very important, just follow the major platforms that give you news and avoid other maybe bloggers that maybe would be somehow directing you to the wrong side. Also, we have things we call extensions on your computer. If you're using a computer, there are various extensions that help you, or tools that help you filter what to read. You don't have to read a 300-page book or 300-page document. Use just AI to filter for you the major things. If it's on email, you're using a Gmail or any other email management system, you can use AI just to read for you, to give you the specific emails that are important to you and the specific key points and actions that you need to take. If you're a parent, maybe you have a student in a certain school and they send you some emails, you just filter using AI the action points. As a parent, what am I required to do? You're supposed to buy maybe new uniform, new attire, and some sports gear. And you're supposed to show up on this day. With that, again, you can use AI to set up now your calendar and the likes. So it's a matter of integration and also dictating. We said the systems just obey you. I think as human beings, we are very powerful. So it's good to have your gadget obeying what you want, but it's good not to know exactly what you need to set up. So don't be suffering from the information overload. And before that, Peter, on WhatsApp, just mute the groups that are not relevant to you. You read them maybe once in a week. You don't have to read everything.
Yeah, thank you. I think that's sufficient. We've gone. We are almost running out of time. So, and I believe we've posted there for meet and greet. I believe Dorcas will join us. We can ask more. Yes, LG.
Thank you, OPP. Mine is to say thank you to Dorcas for the insightful session. I'm a beneficiary of transforming my business from being Juakali to Juakazi using the ERP system. So thank you so much for the insights. I've really gained a lot. And for every entrepreneur out there, it's very important to digitize your business. It actually helps you have a lot of peace of mind and you're able to concentrate on your focus areas that you need to improve on. So thank you so much, Dorcas. Looking forward to interacting with you more. I really enjoyed the session. Thank you.
Great. So Dorcas, when you talked about restaurants, hotel, LG is one of those people. who's made use of such, and she has a testimony that you can actually reduce workload. So LG went through one of our courses, Women in Digital Business, which is done in partnership with ITC ILO and Microsoft. And that was the beginning of the journey. Congrats. So thank you all for joining. I think with that we can, let me just mention, we are going to have a meet and greet. The second one for this year. It's coming on Saturday, this coming Saturday. We've extended the registration, but it's delaying us also with the venue to confirm the numbers. So if you've not put your name, you want to come and network and see the people whose names you just see here. Unfortunately, this only works for people who are in Nairobi, not in the diaspora, like some of the people I see here from across the borders. Maybe someday we will find how to globetrot and meet other people in other parts of the world, like Bakaita, and those people who are away. So for those of us who can come to Nairobi, we can meet and have a one-on-one, a face-to-face meeting, interact, exchange ideas, information. If you are selling something, you can always carry it. People have always sold their merchandise during meet and greet, and we love to do that. Otherwise, and we've put the details there. We intend to start with a charity. There is a school we visited last, and we are, depending on what we manage to get, we will be able to reach there and donate to them some things. They usually pick children from the streets and educate them and keep them and feed them. They're located in Kawangware. Then we proceed to JJ McCarthy. So we still ask for your support, donation on the same, even if you are not going to attend the meet and greet for some reason, you can still donate, and we have the details put in there. At this moment in time, I'd like to ask any volunteer to close for us the word of prayer, and then we can proceed to our other businesses.